Hi, this is Brother Boniface SDB. I just thought of trying to share what I know about Zambian music, especially in the Catholic Church, how we play the guitars. I've played guitars in Southern Province, that is Mazabuka, Monze at the Cathedral. Also in Lusaka, some parts of Lusaka like Bauleni, St. Matthias Mulumba, St. Salome Small Christian Community, which is in Lusaka, that is under St. Lawrence Parish, which is based in Mississippi Compound. I also played guitars with the Junior Franciscan Parish, or let's say Franciscan Parish in Karulushi, for about 2.5 months when I was there. I later also played guitar with another parish that is in Kankoyo, Kachima Musuma Parish in Mufulira. Also in Chingola, St. Peter and Paul Parish, I've played guitar with them. And I've come to learn that there's a difference on how people play guitars and how we understand the music. In Lufubu, in the Kazembe area in Wapula, I also played at the Lufubu, outstation of Kazembe Parish. And also in Chipat, I would say Chipata Diocese, that is in Petauke. At St. Oscar's, I tried to learn a few things here and there from some guys who play guitars there. I also learned how to play guitar, that is in sub-parish of Okwimi Petauke, that is in Okwimi parish. And at the moment, I would say I love music. That's why I thought of to share a few things, some of the things that you have to consider, especially when playing guitars. Usually people, when they are playing guitars, we tend to play what we know, yet forgetting that music is a communication that requires understanding between one another. To the people you play to and the people you play with, there should be a communication on how you're going to play, especially if you're using more than one or two guitars. You require to have an attentive ear as you are playing. That's why people would ask me, how do you manage to play music or guitar to songs which I've never rehearsed with people? I would tell them to say, it's not that I play out of that I know the song. Sometimes it could be that I've never rehearsed with people. I just come and they give me a guitar, I play. The reason being is that when you're playing music or you're playing your guitar, always, if you know your guitar properly, you know the chords or the notes, how it goes, the formulas of the notes, and the routine, it will be easier for you to enter into any kind of music to accompany those who are playing. That is, if for example someone is playing a lead guitar and you're playing the rhythm or the bass guitar, you know when to play to back up and when to enter with something else that you would twist it, make it come like a spice to the music, to spice up the music, to make it feel good. And the other thing which I came to observe is that some people, they would be playing that they want to be heard by others instead of they should be harmony. Music is not about shining to people that I know how to play guitar. Music is like you're sending a message to people. It could be music of consolation, music of joy, and that's where the mistake sometimes comes in, that people would want to play something to show off that I know, yet forgetting that the message you're sending to the people is that of trying to explain that life is not what we think it's all about, but it requires understanding and other things. And the other thing, not only on the part of those who are playing guitars or whatever, but also the people who are shooting a video, the admin, like say advisors, or maybe like the directors of video shooting, they don't tell the people what usually people are required to know. Usually we are misled that when shooting a video or maybe when playing music, the sound does not match with the message that you are sending to the people. You want to add up many things that are not necessary to your music, yet forgetting that what you are sending to the people is the message that they should get with a positive attitude, not looking at also what you are presenting other thing. So I would advise like each one of us who play music that we have to be very, very cautious on what kind of music we are playing and to what kind of people we are sending the message to and what kind of message it is. Because let's take for example, I'm playing the ones in Chinyanya the core, or I'd say Kiria song. There is no need of me to enter into a rhythm that will make a person dance to come out of sorrowful or mood. You go into joyful mode, that as if you are jamming, rejoicing that I'm a sinner. But sorrowful, it does that you have to be touched in your heart to know that what I'm doing now, I'm asking, meaning like you're with God as you are singing. So that's the essence of like why we have to know what you're doing in music. Later on I will show you a few things that some people would make mistakes with. Sometimes like if you're playing songs, you are in the rhythm of like, you start properly, it's a career song, then you go out of tune, like I'd say not out of tune, but you go out of the mode of career and you start dancing in a mood that's as if you're not in a sort of way. Because also like as you're dancing also it matters that you have to show to people that I'm not happy of my sins, instead I'm sorry about these sins. And also your facial expression should also send a message to people that are watching your video that what they're watching, it really portrays what you are telling them. Let's take for example, there are some songs which when I play, I feel that I'm really sorry of my sins. That for example, it's a Chinyanja song or Chewa song which goes like Ambuye Moti chitile chisoni Moti chitile chisoni. Also an interlude for this song, I will try to explain to show how it goes. That is for the lead. Now, there's other thing, like when one is playing, which I usually like hate when playing the lead guitar, is when someone tries to go with the lead of like, you want to go higher, come down and all those things. Lead, if you're playing some songs, just play like a soprano lead guitar, where you just go through the notes as the song goes, the way the song goes. Then on the interlude, which is the like some they would call it a pause, you come in with a sound that at least matches with what you are playing. Like for example, the same one which I was playing. these are the ones which, when you go to the eastern part of Zambia, that is in Chipata diocese, you'll find that they are using. And when they are singing, even if it is that, yes, we're in church, or maybe I am playing music that is sending a message of that what I'm talking about matches with whatever I'm doing, is in it coordinates with what I'm doing, whatever I'm playing. And also for the rhythm, there is another mistake sometimes. Rhythm would want to go off the chord, or maybe I would say off the tune, which is of sorrowful. You go out. And a rhythm, there are two ways of playing the rhythm. You can play the rhythm, which is almost like the one which is commonly known as the rhythmical, or the auto form. One can be playing the lead. Then for the rhythm, we'll come in. Or you'd come. That's just an example on how one can be playing the rhythm. On the interlude, you can be coming in. One is when, that is for the lead. For the rhythm would come. That is another one. Then there's another thing for the bass guitar. Usually the bass consolidator, I would say it consolidates the music to make it sound that it is in consolidation. So I'm playing in D. Bass guitar you can play in the lower form, which is like the D, which is this one here. Or one can come and play the D, which is inside, which is here. Of which, if you are on the actual in a bass guitar, it sounds very nice if you play from here, or you come and play from here. So, how you play the bass should match with the beat of the song, and there are some parts where you'll be playing the rhythm of the song that it goes in the bass form, following, but because the bass follows much the lead in terms of the notes or the rhythm, and the rhythm itself is the rhythm guitar is one. It comes a bit in the auto form, but for the lead and the bass, the notes they are similar how they go in terms of some parts, and there are some parts where, for example, I would say you start to say, so there's a part, for example, I say, I will start properly. Is another part of which when you combine the three guitars, you hear that the music will be very, very nice, even without the drums. But now the other part is the drum set. Some they would use the manual drum set, some they use the keyboard, and for some they use these drums which we call in our traditional way as ngoma. Those drums, it depends. If you're using ngoma, each one, it has its own formula of playing. Like for the Tonga songs, there are different forms how you can play the drums. Coming to the eastern part, also they have their own way of playing according to the song. And also the northern, which will be like for the Bembas, there's a way of playing the songs. They would say bit 1, bit 2. And you say the bit 1 of the Bembas and bit 1 of the Tongas with the Easterners differs a bit in terms of how the drums come in. So let's take, for example, I'll just use the same guitar one day, ahead, how it goes. let's say like the same arm, you hear that for the drums, so one will be playing, it just goes like that, the rhythm. Then another one will come in when one plays. That's how like you try to combine the songs. So you shouldn't like go start like mixing up the one if you're using the drums, which like these so-called ngoma, the traditional drums. Usually just play plain, no nothing like to start adding up with here things adding up here and there, trying to show that no, I know how to play the drums, whatever. No, even giving. No, the one who is supposed to give, who is supposed to let the people know that now you are entering in after the interlude, is the lead guitar, which when you are playing, when you do after the interlude, like then to come when you come in, which means it's giving to the people that they should know now they're entering. So that's how music should be in terms of how you can play music with different instruments. But remember, when you are playing, don't use, I would say, better not to use the rhythm which will bring you out of the mode of meaning the way you want to like portray yourself, the message what you are sending to people. Even if you also shoot the video, you have to remember that when you're shooting a video, let it not be that which you send the wrong message to the people. That some of the videos which I've watched, you find that the song will begin nicely. At the end, towards the end, the dance changes everything, and you just go off the tune, and I'd say not even tune, but the way, the mood you are portraying it, it's like you are not really following what you are sending to people, because music is a message which should go, especially if it's a video which is visual, it has to match what you are saying. And in fact, those who are shooting a video, not like you are shooting something else and what you are saying something else, it shows that the video isn't coordinated well, and also the message is being portrayed is not what exactly people want to, which they intended to give, but instead it's just like for money's sake, and also not only for like what, but it's just like for pleasure. You just want to show what you have, whatever, or the talent that you have. But in actual sense, music should not be that for money or like to just show off, but it's a message that you should send to people. So for the gospel singers, I would advise you at least to let your video or the message that you send, including the way you play your music, should match what you want to give to people. Thanks very much. You have been with me, Brother Boniface SDB, son of the Nsenga people from Petauke, that is the Chief Sando area. For those of you who might have come across me, you know who I am by interacting with me, and I've been to different places, and I've at least learned a few things here and there. Thanks very much.